For the last 3 years, I have served as troop leader of the Pawnee Rangers. This is our handbook. I wrote the whole thing myself. The less I know about other people's affairs, the happier I am. I'm not interested in caring about people. I once worked with a guy for 3 years and never learned his name. Best friend I ever had. We still never talk sometimes.
For date of birth, you wrote springtime.
Which is true.
Everything you write down is confidential. We need you to give real answers.
Fine.
How many drinks of alcohol do you consume a week?
1.
That's it? 1 drink?
1 shelf.
Do you exercise?
Yes. Lovemaking and woodworking.
Do you have any history of mental illness in your family?
I have an uncle who does yoga.
Allergies?
Cowardice and weak-willed men. And hazelnuts.
Sexual history?
Epic and private.
Okay.
Speaking of bad reviews, computers are mostly pointless, but that Yelp thing gave me a great idea on how to criticize people and places. I am composing strongly worded letters about things I disapprove of, and I am using the internet to get addresses where I can send them. So far, I've written to a vegetable farm, several European ambassadors, a manufacturer of male cologne, and a non-fat frozen yogurt bar. Dear frozen yogurt, you are the celery of desserts, be ice cream or be nothing. 0 stars. How much postage does it take to send a letter to Canada?
Who's it going to?
Canada. It says, Dear Canada, you. Can I help you?
Yeah, I own Lettuce Eat, the vegan restaurant on Lowell Drive, and I wanted to know why you nailed this letter to my door.
Veganism is the sad result of a morally corrupt mind. Reconsider your life. Because I believe it. Good day.
Carnivores, you're all the same.
How did that guy know where to find you?
I assume he saw my name and address at the bottom of the letter I nailed to his door.
You signed your real name?
Of course I did. What's gonna happen? A vegan is gonna physically attack me? They are basically made of glass. But more importantly, if you believe in something, you sign your name to it. Which is why the makers of carbonated water will soon know exactly where to find me.
This is a mistake. Why would you call it that on your menu?
I don't know what to tell you, man.
Just give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Wait. I worry what you just heard was, give me a lot of bacon and eggs. What I said was, give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Do you understand? I did it because I hate bureaucracy. My idea of a perfect government is one guy who sits in a small room at a desk, and the only thing he's allowed to decide is who to nuke. The man is chosen based on some kind of IQ test, and maybe also a physical tournament, like a decathlon. And women are brought to him, maybe, when he desires them. I'm not an idiot. I know Tom has been losing to me on purpose, but I like Tom. He doesn't do a lot of work around here. He shows 0 initiative. He's not a team player. He's never one to go that extra mile. Tom is exactly what I'm looking for in a government employee. Why the government is involved in an art show is beyond me. I also think it's pointless for a human to paint scenes of nature when they could just go outside and stand in it.
Where do you think there's waste within your department?
Where do I start?
We need to cut expenditures by 32%.
Let's make it an even 40.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Slash it.
And we're going to gut it with a machete, okay?
The important thing is the dam is never happening, and your dream has been crushed.
We're very sorry.
I am not. I feel I should remind you that I do not believe that the position or the entire government should exist. That said, you'd be a fool not to pick me. What exactly will you be cutting? And how much of it? And can I watch you do it while eating pork cracklins?
Our investigation has revealed that things in Pawnee are much worse than we anticipated.
Meaning what?
Well, effective tomorrow morning, the entire government will be shut down until further notice.
I'm sorry, I just started hearing really loud circus music in my head. What did you say?
I have a joke for you.
Okay.
The government in this town is excellent and uses your tax dollars efficiently.
Government is inefficient and should be dissolved.
Ron, you're not gonna slaughter that pig here, are you?
Not to worry. I have a permit.
This just says I can do what I want.
I am the director of the Parks Department, and this is a park.
It's not a parks thing. It's against like 3 laws and a dozen health codes.
Fine. Barbecue is postponed until I can go pick up some meat from the food and stuff. Let's go, Tom. No, Pig Tom. I'm gonna type every word I know. Rectangle. America. Megaphone. Monday. This hotel always serves bacon-wrapped shrimp. That's my #1 favorite food, wrapped around my #3 favorite food. I'd go to a banquet in honor of those Somali pirates if they serve bacon-wrapped shrimp. Excuse me. London at night. That is very funny.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes. I will take this.
We don't accept American currency, sir.
Of course you do. That's the most wonderful piece of paper in the world. Accept it.
Very sorry, sir.
Fine. Enjoy the fact that your royal overlords are a frail old woman and a tiny baby. Diane suggested we tag along to London for a honeymoon. I agreed because my love for her trumps my hatred for Europe. Then she hit a phase of morning sickness that knocked her for a loop and decided to stay home, but she insisted I go and take pictures for her. Look, a clock. We don't have that in America. You call that a tower? Try the Sears Tower, friend. Ron, go ahead, caller.
Hi, my Yorkshire Terrier has chewed up the legs on my kitchen table. Is there a cheap way to repair that?
Great question. Take a walnut and rub it into the legs of your table. That'll mask the scratches. Next thing you want to do is ditch the terrier and get yourself a proper dog. Any dog under 50 pounds is a cat, and cats are pointless. Come to the gala, next caller. Grapes of Wrath, chocolate chip ice cream, and Johnny Cash. Don't trust big banks or small banks. Banks are Ponzi schemes run by morons. Your house isn't haunted, you're lonely. Whatever happened to, hey, I have some apples, would you like to buy them? Yes, thank you. That's as complicated as it should be to open a business in this country.
There's only one thing I hate more than lying. Skim milk, which is water that's lying about being milk.
Did everybody know that Ron's ex-wife, Tammy, is actually his second ex-wife named Tammy? That's right, Ron has 2 ex-wives, each named Tammy.
Both of them? My deathbed. My final wish is to have my ex-wives rush to my side so I can use my dying breath to tell them both to go to hell one last time. Of course, that of an ex-wife is working for the library now. That is perfect. The worst person in the world working at the worst place in the world. I honestly believe that she was programmed by someone from the future to come back and destroy all happiness. So you talked to Tammy. What's it like to stare into the eye of Satan's butthole? Tammy and I don't work. We are oil and water. Or oil and TNT and C4 and a detonator and a butane torch. Every time she laughs, an angel dies. Even telemarketers avoid her. Her birth was payback for the sins of man. But you know, the worst thing about her?
She works for the library.
She works for the library. This is my hell. What religion am I? Well, I'm a practicing none of your business.
There are these things called cookies, where like if you go to a site and buy something, it'll remember you and then create ads for other stuff you might want to buy.
So it learns information about me? Seems like an invasion of privacy.
Dude, if you think that's bad, go to Google Earth and type in your address.
I'm not big on charities. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Don't teach a man to fish and you feed yourself. He's a grown man. Fishing's not that hard.